else to remind ourselves this morning because we had all positives which we didn't like. So can somebody tell me the first thing we're going to multiply everything by to make sure life is good? Luke, go.
Times the top by negative 10.
Times the top one by negative 10. Love that. I'll call this 3 and 4, I guess. Whoops, that's not right. Luke, why did you times that by negative 10 instead of just 10?
So the t's will cancel out.
Good, okay. So what he did there was, we have negative 10n minus 10t equals negative 20,000. And 9n plus 10t equals 19100. Okay, excellent, Luke. How can I tell that Luke, other than the fact that Luke does everything right, how can I tell that this is looking good, this equation?
These are the same.
Well, positive and negative, that's what you have to have. Okay, so it's very, very important because we're going to cancel out. All right, who have we not picked on yet today? Jasmine, can you simplify this for me, please? Go ahead.
1 negative 1 n
Yeah.
equals 39,100.
How much more?
900.
I think it's 900. I think it was.
Oh,
I think you might have missed a 0 there. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm going to divide by negative 1, and then n equals 900. Now, that looks like a huge number. Yeah, it looks enormous. Is that an okay answer?
Yeah.
Totally. What? Totally. Why is that in the right ballpark for us? Was that not a fraction? That's 1. Okay. Not negative. Good. Why else is that in the right ballpark? Yeah. Okay. If you're thinking here, right, it's we have to get up to 2,000, right? So numbers in the hundreds are way okay. Way okay. So it's your teenager. Okay. Going up to 900. How do I get my t value now, please? What? Yeah, go ahead, Aiden. Right. I'm definitely going to sub into this first equation because this is the easiest one by far. I'm going to do the sub thing because I'm a math teacher, okay? But so I'm going to say to get t stub n equals 900 into 1. Okay, so it's going to be, as Aiden said, 900 plus 2 equals 2,000. So t equals 1,100. Okay, we are close to being done, but we're not yet done. If you were to give me this as an answer, I would give you 4.5 out of 5, and I would say tisk tisk. Let's say we're done. Therefore, say it's good. So therefore, $900. I'll say tisk tisk if you don't have that statement. Will be invested at 9%. And $1,100 at 8%. Sorry that I'm going through so quickly today, but I want to try and get as many of these in front of you, so you have experience with all different types of questions. Okay, if I'm going too fast and you have questions, please ask. Okay, but I'm more interested for you guys in this ability to make the equation. That's the tricky part. The solving, I'm hoping we're getting good at. Okay. Jessica, how are you feeling? I'm picking on you next. Just so you're aware. Okay. All right, example 2. Says, there's a quote. This is my question. Oh, I love this question. 2 different kinds of coffee beans were blended. The first is 230 per kilogram. The second is 320 per kilogram. How much of each kind was used if 200 kilograms of mixture costs $3 per kilogram? Now this looks frightening and involves coffee, so I'm happy. I'm just trying to give up coffee for Lent. I'm not doing a great job considering I had some orange yesterday. Okay, but I'm trying it. Okay. I'm kind of back 90%, okay, which is still really good for me, okay? So the point is here, the way this coffee is being mixed is there's one cheap coffee, which is $2.30, and a more expensive, high-quality blend at $3.20. We're going to grind it up together and make 200 kilograms of this new mixture, which is going to cost $3 a kilogram. This one is, again, similar to the ring question, okay, or the gold, silver, bronze thing. Okay, Jessica, I'm going to pick on you as I said I would. That's going to be what my left statements are. That's what I'm asking you to do, please. Okay. What are the two unknowns in this case?
Can I do like
X and Y, so good for me. What is X going to be?
X equals the number of kilograms it costs to
Good.
and Y equals the number of kilograms it costs to
Right. Wonderful. Okay, thank you, Jessica. This is the most important part of the question. If you do not have a setup of what you're going to get, these are going to be insanely difficult to solve. Okay, I'm going to pause the video again. I'm going to give you 1 minute to try and make an equation from this. Where's my pauser? Here we go. Who's brave, please, to try and give me the first equation. Yeah, go ahead.
X plus Y equals 2.
Very good. Okay. Now, when I was explaining this to a few people around the classroom, they're having questions about this. 200, yes.
Where the heck did you get 200?
Just
200 can you
goodness.
Oh.
You just got a little bit.
I can't remember for it.
Okay, I don't think I wrote 200 in this.
Yeah, she's right here. Okay, so the point I was trying to say for this, the way this goes, the way you remember how these questions go, mass plus mass equals mass, right? Okay, that's what we're doing. The next equation is going to be money, money, money. That's how it's going to go, okay? So if it's going to be brave and give me the second equation, go ahead.
230x plus 320y equals 3.00 times 200.
Whoa.
Wonderful.
All right, now.
I had that.
Ready this.
Okay, now hold on a sec, just watch. Guys, can I talk here, please? You need to have, guys, okay, hold on a sec. You need to have consistency here, okay? So, the way it's going to go, the left-hand side of the equation is going to go, the left-hand side of the equation went money times mass, so 230 times x, plus money times mass, 320 times y. So the right-hand side also has to go money times mass, 320 times 200, right? Like it has to be consistent, the left and the right of each equation. Okay. Now these are tricky. This one's a lot like those percent. This is like the percent question. Remember, like the gold was 77% this and 99% that. Remember that question 2 days ago?
Yeah.
You should. You should remember it. Okay. Because, yes.
I just have a question. So, or you could like do the, like figure out what multiply each equation by gives you the 3 times 200.
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah, I probably would. All right. Now, do you guys want to use decimals or do you want to get rid of the decimals?
Decimals.
Use decimals?
What? Use them.
Decimals.
You guys want to use decimals? Okay, so let's use decimals. Okay, you can do what you want. I will use decimals on the board. You can solve whatever way you want. Okay, I'm looking at this question. I would instantly use substitution. Why am I looking at substitution as your teacher for this one instantly? You guys all hate substitution, but why? Yeah, go ahead.
Because there's no number.
Yeah. Instantly, if I was doing this question myself, I'd say y equals 200 minus x, and sub it right in and go to town. Okay, but I want you to try elimination right now if you can. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the first equation by negative 3.20. Yes. Because then you'll have positive 3.20 on the bottom and negative 3.20 on the top. That's what I'm going to do. Yes?
So it's fine to use decimals since we started off with decimals,
Yes.
right?
Since this question is decimal, we're going to, yeah, right on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to hit pause on this, and then we're going to hopefully take this up in a minute or two.